Hello and welcome to Star Wars Culture Live, episode 39, a fairly new podcast focusing on Star Wars excitement and connection, your escape pod for hyperspace buzz and fandom fixes. As always, I am Ian, and this is Marty, and this is where the fun begins. Instead of the negativity you often find on the Star Wars side of the internet, we want to talk about the things we love about Star Wars, how it enriches our lives, community, culture, fans, media, anything at all. So, as always, if you have anything for us, reactions, questions, requests, suggestions for future segments, anything at all, throw them in the comments and we will see what we can do. And don't forget to check us out on all the socials. We are on almost everything at SW Culture Live. If you're on Facebook, we're not quite there, but we are streaming on Episode 9 News and the Culture Slate Facebook page. So check us out there. One announcement, we will not have a show next week because I am on vacation. So sorry about that, kind of, but not really, because I will be on vacation and I am not sorry for taking vacation. I'm off work for a couple weeks and it's a summer break, obviously from school, and we are doing, we're kind of doing a staycation vacation thing, but we're packing it full of events and ending at a Great Wolf Lodge for a couple days where I splurged and got the bungalow for the full day that we're there. So we got that little private tent in the middle where the babies can take naps and things. So that'll be awesome. But yeah, we don't have a show next week, but we will put some posts up and see if we can get your input and feedback on some stuff. But for now, let's do some host facts to help you. It's just fun facts about each host to help you get to know us better a little bit every week. So, Marty, fun fact, what you got today?
Okay, I got a double header here.
Oh, yeah.
First one is I am slowly trying to start a Twitch channel. Mostly right now going Fortnite just because it's the easiest to do anywhere.
It's super popular.
Exactly. I was like, start with the popular one. But yeah, I'm trying. It's my name on it is Marty Ingleston, all one word. So when you look at Twitch, you can find that. I only done like 2 lives. Nobody really showed, which is fairly what to expect is brand new. But I got 2 videos already posted that are previously live. Second thing is, over the weekend, I went and saw Superman.
Oh,
let me just tell you, I loved it. All right, I was a huge Man of Steel, Henry Cavill Superman fan, but this one blew my mind. All right, probably even top best superhero film for me, and Winter Soldier held that spot for a very long time.
Did you say top what?
My top favorite superhero film of all time, and
top favorite. This is your favorite superhero film of all time.
Yes, and Winter Soldier held that spot for a very long time because that was my favorite.
Wow, that's awesome.
I guess it also helps that Superman is my favorite superhero of all time, so I guess that kind of helped push it. But the movie was great; it was excellent. I recommend it.
Okay, that's awesome. Well, I'm happy to report that you have a follower now. That is, you will find me on my old Twitch name, Brobafett Gaming. So that's, you now have a follower for Brobafett Gaming. I have been meaning to get back into Twitch just for Sabak because I've been streaming some Sabak championship final tables, and I feel like maybe I could get a few people watching. I used to have affiliate status because of Star Wars Squadrons, but I haven't streamed in like 3 years on Twitch, so I'm sure it's gone now.
I'm sure with Sabak and Star Wars, yeah, you'll definitely
right. No one's doing that, right?
And I don't think I've seen anybody do that.
Right. I feel like I could corner the market on that, especially if I'm like being educational and talking about it. people are like, "What is this?" And I'll be like, "I'll explain it while I'm playing." I'll have to like put a delay on it so people don't stream snipe me.
Yeah, there you go.
Because that's the only tricky thing. Or I'll have to make it so that I can't see, so that they can't see my cards or something. I don't know. Anyway, my fun fact is I actually have a kind of interesting one this week. I wrote an article for Culture Slate. I haven't written an article in a while, but I saw the new. I haven't seen Superman yet, but I did see the new Jurassic World Rebirth film, and I liked it a lot. And I was talking to some of my friends and just telling them like how I ranked it within the all other 6 of the Star Wars, or the Jurassic Park and Jurassic World trilogy films. And I was like, you know what, I could write this. I could just write this down. And so I did in an article for Culture Slate, and it got posted literally today. So I'm not going to spoil. Okay, Fallen Kingdom is last. I'm going to say that right. The second one of the later trilogy, that it's last. So I'm not going to go through the whole ranking. You will have to read the article to find out. But check out Culture Slate. It's under lists. And it's my own personal rankings. Don't hold it against Culture Slate if you disagree. But that is my fun fact. Right. So but yeah, that's did you see the new Jurassic Park one yet?
That's actually, we're gonna go this weekend to see it.
Yeah, I did like it. I won't spoil anything for you, obviously. But I did like it. It is I thought they did a great job of paying homage to the older films while bringing innovation and new ideas to the franchise. Like I didn't see anything that I didn't buy. Like, you know, like how sometimes newer movies you're like, oh, that's ridiculous. I don't really buy that. There wasn't really much of that. It was a good story. So I saw it at the drive-in, me and the 12-year-old. I thought the 12-year-old was going to be so excited and stay up late and watch it. And no, he fell asleep for the last 20 minutes. I had to explain to him how it ended. I know.
Cool too, man. A drive-in.
I know. You should be excited to like stay up till midnight.
We're still trying to find one here in my place, a drive-in.
Oh yeah, you got to do it. I didn't realize the way that sound works in the drive-in is you tune your radio to the certain frequency, and so like yeah, we can kind of hear it to ours, but there was also like this big old truck next to us that was just pumping it, so we were like, okay, like I didn't realize that.
I haven't been to one in 15, 16 years. And I remember doing through the radio frequency. I was like, this is kind of interesting. I wish they still had like the speaker boxes that you could just pick up and put in your car, but
yeah, they said they had a radio as an option that like if you needed to, like if your car's radio doesn't work or something, you could borrow. It was like $10 to use like a radio. I was like, oh, what? But yeah, and because it was so dark, it was a double feature, right? And because it was so dark, the first movie couldn't start until like 8:45. So then the second movie couldn't start till like 11:25, and I was like, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Wow.
Yeah, I was ready. I was rocking it. I thought I was going to pass out, but no, I was good.
What was the second feature?
Couldn't hang. What'd you say?
What was the second feature?
The first one was Elio, the new Disney space thing, which was kind of cute. It was kind of what I expected. And then Jurassic World was the second one. So you could bring your kids to the first one and the second one stay. So that's what we did. My wife brought the babies, and she took the babies home and one of the younger stepkid home. They didn't feel like watching Jurassic Park, but me and the boy. But then he fell asleep, and I'm not going to stop making fun of him for that for the rest of his life. When that comes out on like Netflix or wherever, I'm going to be like, oh, hey, do you want to watch this? Because you didn't see the last 20 minutes. Anyway, that was my fun fact. Go check out that article on Culture Slate. But let's move into the HoloNet news segment. Again, nothing crazy this week. We're kind of on Star Wars vacation, I guess. But there's some award news going around. Andor has received 3 nominations from the 41st Annual Television Critics Association. Program of the Year, Outstanding Achievement in Drama, Individual Achievement in Drama for Diego Luna, which I think we can all agree he absolutely deserves. I do want to go through there are some behind the scenes images from Andor season 2 in some of these beautiful venues. I know that's outside the back of the Senate building, I think
so.
And obviously here's Yavin, and I believe this is the bar from Gorman. Look at this. Just I want to drink here. This has to already be. They didn't build this for the show, right? This is the real place.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, that's fair. There's a lot of money. But look at this. Look at the if you look at the green screen up here, like they have to find these places, set up these places for filming. They have to build the sets and then also build like the structure, like the scaffolding and everything for the film crews. Like, what a massive undertaking, and it's worth every penny. I thank you so much for putting the work in to do that. Yeah, some more stuff. Along those lines, I'm skipping ahead here to behind the scenes image reveals that Darth Maul's face is hidden in a spider mosaic on Gorman. So if you go back here and you look at, nope, too far. If you look at this photo, nope, this one, you see the spiders up here? Like you weave up there. I'm pretty sure I think it's this one. I'm pretty sure that one, has his freaking face in it. And I'm trying to figure out why that would be a thing, like lore-wise. What does he have to do with Gorman? But it might just be a little Easter egg for us and not really for the story.
Maybe that, or the new Maul show might hint at something.
Might explain. Maybe Shadow Lord visits Gorman or something.
Something like that. Something to do with his formation of Crimson Dawn.
That's true. He's got to start somewhere. Gorman has a lot of resources, especially back in the Clone Wars era. But yeah, thought that was a cool little Easter egg there. Skeleton Crew. Andor creator Tony Gilroy praised Skeleton Crew in a new interview with Empire Magazine. I watched some of Skeleton Crew, which I thought was really, really cool. I like how committed it is to its tone, and it seems really well done. I agree, Tony Gilroy. Great show. What else? Anything else? 14 Emmys for Andor, Emmy nominations. Outstanding Drama Series, Outstanding Production Design, Outstanding Cinematography, Outstanding Fantasy Sci-Fi Costumes, Outstanding Directing, Outstanding Picture Editing, Outstanding Music Composition, Outstanding Original Music and Lyrics, Outstanding Guest Actor for Forrest Whitaker, Outstanding Character Voiceover Performance, Alan Tudyk, Outstanding Sound Editing, Outstanding Sound Mixing, Outstanding Special Visual Effects, Outstanding Writing. There's no like outstanding main actor or supporting actor or anything like that, which I thought was strange to be missing here.
I thought I saw somewhere Tony talks about it. I can't remember what it said. There was a reason why behind it.
Like it just doesn't fit the bill for that, or
I guess because technically you got multiple main cast actors. So I guess
okay. Like there's so many players that no one of them would be the
right. I think
Even
that
though
was
the show was named after one of them.
Right.
All right. Well, yeah, I just feel like they gave such a. All of these are extremely, obviously, very deserved. I just feel like some the actors, the cast should be in there too.
I agree.
Congratulations to the cast and crew behind the accolade, as the episode Night has been nominated for an Emmy for Outstanding Sound Editing. So actually, 2 different Star Wars shows will be in the running for Outstanding Sound Editing for the Emmys. So I think that's pretty awesome.
I'm surprised for that visual, because that was amazing.
Yeah, or like some kind of combat choreography. Yeah, that show. My God. Yeah, I'm gonna just come here. Need season 2. I'm gonna
I liked it.
go ahead and like that. Yep, amazing episode. Like that. Season 2 when? I'm gonna like that. Thank you. So that's pretty much it. Mostly Emmy news going on there, but so why don't we move on to Marty's segment on this day in Star Wars history?
All right. What is today? July the 16th? All right. Here we go. On this day, July 16th, 1985, the Star Wars Triple Bill presentation opens in France.
Yes. Give me that. So they showed all 3 films like back to back.
Back to back.
Give me that. But they had like wine served in between too.
Right. The French. Yeah. Yeah, they was it when episode 9 came out, I remember they did the whole 9 epic saga for people to sit and watch every single Star Wars movie.
Yes, sir.
And I wanted to do that so bad, but I didn't think it'd be possible.
I also wanted to do it. I don't remember what year it came. What year did episode 9 come out? Rise of Skywalker.
2019.
Right. I also wanted to do that, but we were actually in Disney, and we were going to see it as part of our. So I didn't want to also do a thing later on. Like it would be most effective if it was the first time I was seeing it. So we just had it in a Disney World theater, and it was like the epitome of the trip. It was pretty cool. But I did see that, and I could do it. I could plan. I'd have to refrain from my normal movie snacks. I'd have to eat and drink very carefully. But I could totally do it.
I feel like they would give you like some coupons or something for like a free bucket of popcorn somewhere, maybe a free drink at one point, and then in between films run to the bathroom.
Yeah. I think I would. That's one where I would not feel bad leaving in the middle of the film, just because I've seen it so many times. I think they'd lose me the most in the original trilogy. Watching all 3 of those now, they just seem a bit slow, especially after you watch all 3 prequels.
Yeah. I remember watching the 40th anniversary for Return of the Jedi. I was like, are we there?
Yep. Especially when you already know what's going to happen. It's just the pacing back then. No one's fault. It's just it's the way it is.
Yeah, we've developed into wanting instant satisfaction for a lot of things and things to move a little bit faster.
Yep. That's why I always recommend, if you're going to start someone on Star Wars, start with the originals and be like, hey, these came out in the 80s or the 70s and 80s, and they look like they came out in the 70s and 80s. They're paced like that. So, like, get the baseline, and then we'll go to the ones where it's a little more fast-paced action. All right. On to my extra stupid segment, the dad joke of the week. It's extra stupid. I'm really sorry. I did not have as much time. I was a little rushed. There was swim class and stuff. I was trying to get ready, but so I'm I'm very sorry about this, but what website did Chewbacca get arrested for creating? WikiLeaks. I'm sorry. It's bad. It's very bad. I got a chuckle. Got a chuckle out of me, but it's very bad. I realized that I did not explain my shirt. I didn't get up here. There. Imperial Park. It's the perfect.
Love it.
It's the perfect blend between Star Wars and my Jurassic Park article that came out. It's the perfect time to wear this. All right, on to the meat of the show. Going to be a shorter show today. We were just going through some top threes that we hadn't done yet, and I don't know what darkness possessed us to come up with this one, but we're going to do our top three emotional, like our most emotional Star Wars character deaths. So I don't know why, but the thing that popped into my head first was Heavy in the Clone Wars. You do learn a lot about his character because you watch them through the training episode, but there's an episode called Rookies, and it takes place on the Rishi outpost, and spoiler alert, I guess, the Rishi outpost is just it is keeping an eye on some hyperspace lanes to make sure, and they're under Republic control, and they're just there making sure that the Separatists are not passing through those, that there's no Separatist presence. And if it stops transmitting, then that would be an issue, and the Republic would show up. So they're there to make sure that everything is cool. Otherwise, they will turn the signal off. And obviously, the Separatists send in their commando droids to try and get in there and keep the signal going, but and they end up losing the outpost. This squad of rookie clone troopers on this supposedly easy mission loses control of the outpost, and they have one thing to do. They have to shut the signal down, and one way to shut the signal down is to blow up this freaking outpost. So Heavy, who has always been the most combat ready of the squad, he's always down for a fight. He gets some charges, and he barges in there and he blows that thing up, and he is not able to make it out as he does that. So I thought that was a very heroic military death, and it was season 1 of the Clone Wars, so it's not like, you know, the emotional wreckage of all of the music and everything, but that was for some reason that was the first one that popped into my head when we were talking about this topic.
This was kind of an impactful episode, especially if you go back and do the rewatches, and especially in canonical order, because you get the Domino Squad episode, and then you jump into this one. And Heavy's was very, very emotional afterwards. But also, you got me thinking about Cut Up. He got eaten by that big worm.
Yep.
I was like, I completely forgot about that until you have you right there on that screen. I was like, oh my God.
Yep. And they sent that worm in, right? Like he got, I think.
They fell down.
No. That was when they were down in the canyon. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. I forgot the rest of that episode. After they'd lost control of the outpost, kind of, they were out there. Yeah. Cut Up and Heavy both had their lives claimed by that outpost, but they won the battle. They destroyed the signal, and the Separatists were not able to slip through. You could see it in the sky. The Republic, a bunch of Venators show up, and the Separatists are like, and then they like fly away. It's great. All right, so that was my number 3. How about your number 3 iconic image right there?
Right. Kind of like you, the first thing that popped into my head when we kind of came up with this topic was Admiral Holdo and the Holdo maneuver, which is a freaking cool image to look at, where everything, like, no sound whatsoever when this maneuver happens.
Shots of it.
Yeah. But, like, I kind of thought about this one just because how she gave her life just to help the resistance get away. Like the I almost said the Empire, the First Order was just on their tails this whole time, and I was actually beginning to like this character as kind of like a secondary teacher to Poe after Leia was on bed rest. She was like, you need to, slow your roll a little bit there, cowboy. Just
Yep.
think about it. And then just when you get to like her, she's like, I'm gonna go sacrifice myself.
I'm gonna die.
And
yeah.
But she did it for the greater good, because without that, the war would have already been over.
Yeah, no, they were on their last, like, I sometimes do this, like, I'm looking at some of the shots where they're blowing up the transports. They ran a decloaking scan, and they start blowing up these transports, and I'm counting how many transports, and I'm counting how many shots, and I'm like, this should be over. Like, it is a bleak situation. But yeah, I really like how she was able to just hold her ground and not even budge when Poe Dameron is like acting a fool. All of her success is done in spite of Poe Dameron. And in fact, he and Finn made it worse, because otherwise they wouldn't have, given the Empire all the First Order the info about the decloaking scan and all that freaking gambler guy. Don't trust a rogue. What are you doing? But another fun fact about Holdo that for some reason I didn't catch is that she's played by Laura Dern, who is the same actress from Jurassic Park, Ellie Sattler. How did I not freaking catch that? It was just so long since I saw Jurassic Park, and like I guess she's just that good of an actress that I didn't even catch a hint of Dr. Sadler in Admiral Holdo. So kudos to her. What a freaking badass.
It also helps that she had pink hair too, so she kind of like
too, not amazingly recognizable. Yeah, her outfit was definitely different than that denim shirt or whatever she wore. All right, on to my number 2 choice for this category is the icon Luke Skywalker. This one is less about his death. Like his death was obviously very poetic. It looks like he's looking at 2 suns there, just like he did on Tatooine when he was a young lad. But and he obviously, flows into the Force because that, his last action spent him. But it's more about what he did with his last action, and using his Force power to deceive Kylo Ren and buy time for the Resistance to escape. Like, it really illustrates the title of the film, The Last Jedi, because that is exactly what a Jedi would do. Like, he's not using the Force to attack. He does 0 damage that whole time. He is only there to dodge and stall and buy time, and Kylo Ren is just too caught up in his anger and rage and resentment and all that to see it, and even after he's just dodging and not even fighting. He can't sense that there's not a whatever. I don't understand the Force yet.
I guess Kylo's so built up in anger, he probably doesn't even feel it.
Yeah, it's all internal. Like, he doesn't feel much anyway. And he had just kind of just killed his father. He's still kind of split in 2 for that. But I really like how Luke had his. I really like The Last Jedi. I didn't like it originally, but after a couple rewatches, I started to really appreciate the choices that Rian Johnson made. It ages really well with more views and more understanding, and I think this was it. I mean, if you think about someone after however many years someone is going to have a movie where Luke Skywalker dies, and that is a very man, a difficult situation, a precarious situation. But I think they handled it very, very well. So that's why that one is on my list of top 3.
Yeah, I still say this is more Star Wars than any of the other sequel movies, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think it fits. Move on to your number 2, which is Gregor, which I did not predict this at all, but yeah, go for it.
Yes, this one was kind of an interesting one going through it, but I was like, what made me sad? Kind of odd, but what kind of made me feel things while a character dies? And this was actually the first one because you don't get to spend a whole lot of time with this guy, especially in the Clone Wars. He was only in a couple episodes where was it D Squad? Yeah, D Squad just happened to randomly find him without his memory, and then he gets blown up, and we thought he died then, but he comes back in Rebels with Rex and Wolf. But this guy was just like he's like the comedic heart of this of the trio of those 3 clones. You saw him in episode 1 or 2 of season 2. And then he doesn't come back till about season 4, but he's really funny. He's a good character, and then I guess the death really hits because it's someone that Rex knew. It was another of Rex's friends. But I liked this. But he was a good character. His banter with Wolf. During the final that episode too, he's like because they both see the Loth Wolves tearing up the stormtroopers, and then he looks over at Wolf. He's like, "Does this remind you of the old?" He's like, "Look, Wolf, you got your Wolf Pack back." He's like, "Yes, they should." I was like, "Aw."
Yeah, he got to enjoy that.
And then I don't know, but this kind of made me emotional, and it really sucked though. It was just from some random Imperial engineer, though.
Yeah. I very much enjoyed in Rebels seeing not only the banter with the other clones, but the banter with Kanan when he and Kanan and Rex were like jawing at each other at first before they became good bros. He and the clones were like at odds, obviously because Kanan watched clones kill his master. So obviously he's going to be a little bristly at first, but yeah, I thought that was really fun to watch. So yeah, this one is not a small event. All right, let's move to our top most emotional deaths, and sticking with Rebels, I have to go with Kanan Jarrus. I just love Kanan so much. He just was like a dad, a teacher, a Jedi. Like he learned how to be a Jedi without even having like the second half of his training on how to be a Jedi, but he took his teachings and he kept them going in times when they were not it wasn't a safe place to keep doing that. He kept it, and he wasn't surrounded by a Jedi Order that would help him along. He just did it through meditation and studying and doing what's right. Like obviously he bent some rules like stealing and all these things for the Jedi Code, but it was obviously for the good cause, the rebellion. And I got to Rebels way later than a lot of people got to Rebels, and luckily people have not. I avoided spoilers because I think they were all well past by that point, but they this wrecked me. It was just so sad. Obviously very heroic, but and then Ezra in the world between worlds has to not save him. And what is it, Ahsoka, who's telling him, like, you can't, if you save him, then you all died. If you pull him out right now, then you all died in that incident. Which is kind of weird standard time travel rules, but it felt a little weird and a little bit un-Star Warsy, but I'm used to it now, so it's fine.
Right. I guess someone in Lucasfilm story needs to explain to us how time travel works, kind of like how the Grand Master in the MCU had to explain their time travel, and then you got Batman in the Flash movie explain to you their version of time travel. What's time travel like in Star Wars here?
And then also, not even the Grandmaster, not even just the Grandmaster in Marvel, but also the Hulk, Smart Hulk, in Avengers Endgame, trying to explain to I just wanted to say Don Cheadle, War Machine and Ant-Man about how time travel worked, and he was like just naming time travel movies. It's like, okay, movies are great, that's not how it works. Acting like it was common sense, like, okay, how are we supposed to know this? None of us have time traveled before, Bruce. Come on, give us a break. All right, let's get to yours. And I do approve of this as your number one choice.
Maul. It's sad to see a guy that everyone hated, then loved. Well, first, I guess, loved, well, hated, then loved to hate, then loved, finally meet his end. But it was in a very poetic way.
Yep. Like, the beautiful Obi-Wan lightsaber situation, which I know we've talked about on this podcast before.
Oh yeah, I feel like this is kind of a repeat on this, but it's been what, like a 30+ year feud between these two. It's really more on Maul, because I feel like Obi-Wan can really care less about it, except when it calls time for it. But this guy had so much anger to find one man for 30 years and try to kill him as many times as he tried.
And sorry, go ahead.
I would say, and then you get that one chance to finally do it again, and you're done for.
Yeah. I was trying to think of how exactly you were like, they love him, then they hate him, and none of those feel exactly right for episode 1. Because I love Qui-Gon, and I'm sad that Maul killed Qui-Gon, but also he's just so freaking cool. Like, look at his lightsaber, like the double lightsaber, blew all our minds. And then, like,
okay, I guess you're supposed to hate him, but really, you're right. Everyone loved him.
I tried to hate
that he killed Qui-Gon, but.
Yeah, no, I love Qui-Gon, and I'm sad, but I tried. I couldn't really hate him. That was a very intriguing couple of Clone Wars episodes when they brought him back. I was like, what? Spider Maul. And then he had those claws for a while.
This guy's been through the ringer, cut in half, and then spent 12 years as a half spider machine, and then try to become a Sith Lord, only for that to fail.
Mm-hmm.
You become a crime lord for quite a while until Kira abandons you.
That was a very satisfying part, not the Kira part, but the the Clone Wars episode where Maul and Savage are, doing their thing, and then Palpatine shows up and he's like, now you are a threat, and then he just wrecks them. Like, that was pretty bad guy. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, and so when you see two bad guys hashing it out, I was like, oh, you're in trouble now.
I guess what really didn't make sense to me though is like Maul continued to rule Mandalore even after getting his butt kicked by Palpatine. I would have thought something would have happened there.
Yeah, I need to. I mean, I always need to watch Clone Wars again, but I think some of the aspects of the timeline are tricky to keep straight unless I'm constantly rewatching. So that whole Mandalore arc, I need to figure that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, those were the our top three. We each brought our top 3 most emotional Star Wars deaths. Qui-Gon should have been in mine probably.
Yeah, 5 should have been in mine. I was thinking about it. It was like 5.
Yeah, that was maybe we needed to do a top 5 with this one.
Maybe top 5 or something.
But if you think we missed any, or if you have any that are different than ours, go ahead and put them in the comments. Or if you're listening to this later, just shoot us a message or anything. We'll talk about it. But for now, it is on to our last segment, Star Wars trivia. Every week, Marty comes up with a question that has to do with something that we talked about on the episode, and so it's probably something about death this time. So I'm it was just so dark. Yeah. So I have not seen this. I will give you time to answer. Go ahead and throw it in the comments. There's no scores or cheating or anything, but if you're watching or anything, just throw the answer in the comments and I will do my best just like you. So hit us with it.
All right. How do you do a trivia question about death? That was kind of hard. So I think I found a way around that without making it dark, but
okay, cool. Happy medium.
Clone Trooper Top killed Master Tiplar on what planet?
Oh,
so see, it deals with death. Was it A, Umbara, B, Ringo Vinda, C, Camino, or D, Lola Seu?
Oh, brother. Okay, so here's the thing. I feel like this would be a lot easier if I remembered who Master Tiplar was. So I really don't think it was Umbara because the only stuff we've seen on Umbara was with General Krell. Master Tiplar. I don't think many Jedi died on Camino, so I think it has to be either B or D. Lola Seu, Ringo Vinda. Those are both very cool names, and if one of them is fake, then congrats to you because that was great. So I like Ringo Vinda. I just like the way Ringo Vinda rolls off the tongue. So I am going to go complete and somewhat educated guess here with B, Ringo Vinda.
Do my little 5-second little countdown if it loads. There we go.
Oh, there it
3, 2, 1.
Did I win? Oh, yeah, baby! I didn't even know. Okay, who is Master Tiplar? Paint me a word picture of how this happened, because I honestly have no idea.
It's the beginning of the whole chip in the head arc in season 6.
Okay, makes
sense. 5s. Master Tiplar is a twin to Master Tipla, who are these like colorful aliens that kind of look like Twi'leks, but instead of Lekus, they have like hair.
Yes. Okay. I am now. It's coming back to me. Yes.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of their species now. But yeah, that's Master Templar.
It's ringing a bell. Okay, and Order 60, like his chip started malfunctioning, and
yep,
he did that. Okay, all right, that does ring a bell. Ain't no way I was gonna remember what planet that episode took place on.
The Lola Seu was actually the Citadel arc.
Oh, okay. Also a cool arc. Good action scenes in that one.
Oh, definitely.
Pretty tough. So yeah, let us know if you got that right. I got lucky, obviously, but maybe you actually knew that. You nerds. We love you. We love that you're here. Please out nerd us. But anyway, that is our show for today. Kind of a short one. We hope you enjoy what we're doing here. We know Star Wars fandom and comment sections can sometimes get dark and toxic, but it does not have to be that way. We are trying to bring fun and positivity to the Star Wars side of the internet. Remember, there are more of us. And again, if you have anything for us, questions, requests, suggestions for segments, anything at all, throw them in the comments or the DMs, and we will see what we can do. Again, follow us on social media at SW Culture Live everywhere. We post a lot of memes and polls and articles and fun things. And also follow us. I am at Nerdiest Stepdad everywhere, and he is at Marty21794 everywhere. And follow him now on Twitch, Marty Ingleston. Fortnite for now. I hope you play as Star Wars characters. You do that, right?
I'm sorry, I cut out. What happened?
Oh, when you play Fortnite on Twitch, do you play Star Wars characters?
No, unfortunately, I missed it when I started getting into Fortnite. Right now, I'm actually Superman.
Okay, that's acceptable. I guess if it's your favorite freaking superhero movie, that's fair. If we squad up, I'll be Captain America. We can DC Marvel it up. Oh God, is he gone? No. Oh no. Oh God. All right. Well, like I said, there's no show next week because I'm on vacation. So we will see you the week after that. Have a good night, and may the Force be with you.